Gordon, I guess, just got lucky on this one. We had already put together policies ahead of time, so we had them, we could just give them to them and they didn't bother us. But we've given these same policies to the league recently, because since this shotgun grammar request went out.
Right.
To, I think she said 4 or 6 cities directly to there's a municipal recorders group and several other people. So these are being, these particular documents as well as this whole subject is being mulled over by most of the cities right now in the state. These are fairly comprehensive. They have teams. They have a communications team, a drama team that's made up of different people. Obviously, we have a lot more staff there. I don't know how comprehensive you want it to be. I'm wondering if maybe one thing might be is for me to get with Mark Smedley and just kind of give him these copies. If Karen can send them on, and then we can discuss how comprehensive he thinks it should be for a town of this size. I mean, there might be a lot of stuff that's overkill in here. Certainly it wouldn't hurt to have it. We have, things like social media policies. We had an incident a couple of weeks ago where one of our cemetery folks was running a TikTok, whatever they call them, like a Facebook station, and posting things on, nothing super inappropriate, but it was not really great taste. They're not just, this is how we compact graves, this is what we do, but we actually got complaints from some people that were funeral directors back in like Alabama that saw some of this stuff, and he was holding live streams, and he didn't get fired, but he got to spend some time without pay because of his policy. He violated the policy.
Wow.
And so you just never know when somebody will do something silly.
Yeah.
And this, so anyway, I would encourage you to read through them and see kind of what you all like. Feel free to email me and individually. Don't do a group email, but just individually. And this is fine for us to communicate. And then I'll get with Mark, and we'll decide how comprehensive he thinks it ought to be. And if you want to do it similar to this, that's fine. We can define who would make up the committees and whatnot. But I would encourage. There's enough here, enough work to do. I would encourage you to read through them and get with me. If you don't have any concerns, just shoot me an email and say I'm okay with it the way it is, or I'd like to just do this or that, and then I'll get with Mark and we'll try to see if we can't have something ready for next month. Is my recommendation. There was a lot more to it than I thought last month when we first talked about doing it. So
Okay.
This is,
there's several policies here.
this come about because of the request that you talked about.
The grammar request.
We already had it in place
You want
before
everybody
that.
to respond.
Occasionally, and I don't know much about this individual, cities, we get this thing every once in a while where, and especially an attorney, a lot of times, I assume they're out of work or something, but they'll start hassling cities and threatening to sue. We had it happen with the Kirby Vacuum folks and their attorney when I was with Midway. It cost us $10,000 to settle it because they didn't like our ordinance. And there was nothing wrong with our ordinance, but when you get these nuisance suits, and the sad thing is a lot of times it's cheaper just to pay them than it is to defend yourself. We had a while back, there was an attorney that went through cities and threatened lawsuits and different things because if they had a parking ordinance that prohibited for sale by owner signs, a lot of cities said you can't, and there was a Supreme Court case that said that's commercial speech, you can't limit it, and anybody that didn't have their ordinance changed, they were going through and saying you need to change your ordinance, but since you haven't, I'm going to sue you or pay me so I don't sue you. I mean, there's stuff like that happens all the time. I don't know exactly what the background of this is, but it was kind of a shotgun grandma request to all cities and towns, maybe even counties, that they wanted copies of their policies and whatnot, and so I think it woke a lot of people up to, maybe we should do this, and I don't know what else he's requested. I know that Karen has acted under Mark Smedley's direction in responding to him, so I think we're okay
We're
on
good
all
there, yeah.
that. We don't need to discuss any of that, but.
We maybe want to,
But we maybe want to, so read through them, see if you think, I mean, like I say, some of it may be way overkill, and we can easily strike that, but let me know, and then I'll get with Mark, and
okay,
we'll put something together that's in a, kind of an ordinance form. It'll be won't be an I said ordinance, I mean a policy
Policy,
form, so it'll be a
yeah.
resolution, so it'll be a policy, not an
Right.
ordinance.
right, okay. All right, let's move on, we're doing good. Camera equipment update, Scott?
Sean?
Talking to me?
Yeah. I need to apologize to you. I appreciate you trying to get this going tonight. I should have had it going for tonight and I did not.
Okay, well,
We will have ours going by next month.
okay.
It's
I
been
got it
approved.
Going off of the cell phone right now, so.
Okay. Well, thank you for doing it tonight and you won't need to worry about it for next month because I'll have it going.
Great.
We'll have it up and running.
Okay, I appreciate it.
So it's been approved already by the council. We just got caught up in other things and it didn't get forwarded.
Perfect.
But I've had a lot of people come to me and state that they appreciated watching it, and people that I didn't even fathom would be bored enough to watch it. Is that the best way to say it?
There were 8 people trying to watch the meeting online when I was trying to get it up.
Yeah.
We finally got it up now, so it is live, but I had to change it to a different link, cause I had to adjust the latency settings to get it
So,
to work off of a phone. So I just
Okay.
made a new link and just sent it out to everybody, so.
great.
Yeah, I
We
appreciate
may-
it, and I haven't been here in several months, I've just been too busy.
Yeah.
This summer's been crazy.
Well,
for
we
us,
got
thank
caught up
goodness.
in crazy in the 24th and yada yada, but
Everything
anyway,
else, yeah.
that's, you won't, thank you for your help tonight. You don't have to worry about it in the future. That's my report. Is that okay?
Okay, now you got another one,
Yeah, the Christmas party.
Christmas party.
I thought and I missed the meeting after the 24th. Were we able to, everybody that was on that committee, were we able to do anything for them? I thought the 24th went quite well.
We, I know that Daryl got a gift certificate for Peggy and Dennis.
Good.
That's all we did. I was waiting to hear what you guys want to do with everybody else.
And I heard that we were gonna have a possible post 24th meeting to just evaluate how it went,
And I haven't heard anything about that.
and we ought to maybe see if we can
We can
follow up
follow
and get
up on
that one
that.
scheduled, so.
Okay,
I thought it was exciting that as a city, we were able to come back and that things are kinda coming back into somewhat normal. I thought it went really well. There's probably things we can improve upon, we need to evaluate that, but as far as, it was exciting to have it. And the Christmas party, I assume that we're gonna approve that, are we still talking?
no, I
We're
think we're
okay.
gonna have a Christmas party. I think we should.
Yeah,
I
do
don't
too.
think it's,
Well, that's gonna depend on COVID again, so.
yeah, but I think we can start
We
planning.
start planning for it, but I'm just saying we need contingency for it.
Yeah.
Sure. So Daryl and I'll get back on and spool up if that's what everybody wants.
Okay,
Do you have any, this committee that we've had doing this for the last 4 or 5 years, do you know where they're at?
oh, they're gonna do it next year.
I heard Jane Muir say she was on board for next year, right?
They're on
I
board.
haven't heard that, but that's exciting
Yeah,
to hear.
they're
I thought
on
they
board.
did a
They
nice
told
job.
me.
They put so much into it that we need to somehow,
Help,
you know,
somehow,
recognize it at least, so.
well, let
Melinda
me
was
know what you and Daryl come up
Questioning
with
whether
and
she
we will.
wanted to do it.
Who?
When,
Melinda and Colleen are both in.
Are
They've
they?
already, yeah. Yeah,
'cause
they've
when
already
we
told
were
me.
helping with their roof up there, she was like, I'm not sure I wanna do this anymore.
Yeah, she,
Yeah, it's like getting a cavity. As soon
Yeah.
as the pain goes away.
yeah, they said they were in, her and Colleen both.
You're glad you went to the dentist, right?
Right,
Okay.
okay.
Well, we'll follow up with them also and find out. So, but as far as the Christmas party goes, Daryl and I will get, if that's
Working on
what everybody wants.
Okay, okay, and we usually have that the first Monday of December.
Well, it's coming up pretty quick.
I think we'll be fine with it, but, which is what,
That's 3
It's gonna
months.
be a Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Or wait, the first
No,
Monday?
the first Monday,
It's gonna be the sixth.
December 6th. Okay. So let's plan on that for December 6th, okay? That's
Excellent.
usually when we usually have it, so. All right, now we're down to staff reports. Wow, guys. Okay, Brian.
The only thing I have to report is I did spend some time yesterday with Laura Lewis and Katie. Can't think of her last name. She's the one that they're doing the report on the annexation area for the land use and the sewer rate study and whatnot. And they said they're on schedule to have it completed. I think it was the 24th of September that they had. They would like to be on the next council member meeting to present the findings of the study. They did ask that I get Wes's information to them, contact, because that's the last part I think that they have is the sewer rate study. And so
Okay.
I copied Wes and
Okay.
Some day after 1 o'clock.
yeah. And she asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, and I said only if it's helpful.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Wes knows everything there is to know about it. I don't
Yeah.
know as much, but I'm willing to if she thinks it's helpful to
Yeah.
get involved. So
Okay.
that's really the only thing I've got.
Hey, Bon,
I don't have anything.
Okay, pour my soul.
Jim.
No, just the roads, it looks like it's finishing up again, so.
Okay, we're gonna talk about the roads
All right,
anyway.
there we go.
Okay, the roads were done today. I think it should be explained that this is a new process. I mean, it's been around for a while, but it's a new process that they're doing. We don't have to go around and seal up, crack seal. We don't have, in fact, I'm gonna let Wes explain it to you since he's here. Thank you, Wes.
Well, I was just out driving the roads and saw and thought I'll stop in.
Yeah,
Typically with a crack seal, you'll do or typically with a chip seal, you'll do a crack seal of the cracks. We have so many cracks, we got looking, there's a technology that's out there I've never used, but I'm very impressed with it today. It's a scrub seal. They have a broom behind the applicator, the truck that's spraying the oil down. This broom, the theory is it helps clean out the cracks. The viscosity of the oil is a little bit lower or higher viscosity, so it will seep in and fill the cracks. They then come back and put a chip seal on it. I was a little bit uncomfortable and told them to dial the oil volume up a little bit. With a higher viscosity, I wanted a little bit more oil. And I'm pleased with what I'm seeing, but I think because we raised the oil up a little bit, you'll see some black streaks in the road, which appears as they missed the chips. In fact, it's just the excess oil bleeding up through. I stopped at a lot of the spots. There are chips, it is fine, but it's just the oil bleeding up through. They will now come back, I anticipate tomorrow, and broom the excess chips off. That will, if there's ever a spot that by chance didn't get chips, that will put chips on it. They will then come back probably the middle of next week, once the chips have had time to seed into the asphalt and the oil, cure up a little bit, then they'll broom it off a second time, then spray another seal coat application that just seats and seals the chips in. I'm really impressed with what I saw today, and I think they did an excellent job of applying it, and I think we got a good product.
Thank you for explaining that. I did get one call today where they were concerned about
oh, I did.
not enough chips on it, so that was a great explanation. I didn't know that, now I got something that I can tell them about, but I think bang for the buck, what just happened is really good. And again, we're in a question, not in a question, but we're kind of in a rural area, and I think it's a great product for
I
this kind of an area.
feel a surface treatment, a chip seal is without a doubt by far the biggest bang for your buck. When we repaved the road, you're looking at about $2.50 a square foot for new asphalt. You anticipate a 20-year life out of that. This chip seal, scrub seal we got today is 30 cents a square foot, so significantly cheaper, and you can get a 5-year life out of that chip seal, so significantly biggest bang for your buck. Surface treatment, I'm really pleased with the outcome of our roads.
Good.
And the reason the roads got so bad, we've talked about this, now that the roads are where they are, this is helping protect the roads that are there. We do know we have some roads that we need to totally redo, but this will help us for the next 2 or 3 years until whoever's in office can save enough money to have them roads redone without raising taxes again. That was my goal all along, was to bring everything up to par, to start putting money away in that capital funds project so that when we need a new road, we have the money there to do it and don't have to rely on a tax increase or something like that to get that done. So that's where we are with the roads. I think they have done a good job. I started with them this morning. I ended with them this afternoon. So I want you to know that I think they've done a very good job. I've learned a lot about this. I think that, I was amazed at how fast they could do it. I was really amazed. We started with them this morning, Wes and I, and we was talking there for a minute, and we took off. They started over in 2400, and by the time we left, they had one strip done clear up to 3000 West. And that was what, 10 minutes, if that? It was just something, I have never seen this done before. All I've seen is them put oil and put rock chips on, and then you have to worry about your windshield getting broke. Right. But this was really, really good. I'm really impressed with what they've done. I think it's a good company, and I think we got everything we needed. Yes, Wes?
One couple comments. They didn't quite finish. They ran out of oil.
Oh, okay.
They've got to go across 189 due to that cemetery cul-de-sac.
Oh,
And they'll be back tomorrow to do that.
okay. All right. So then tomorrow we should have it all done. Yes.
Just a comment from the, what's that meeting called? Pre-construction meeting we had the other day. We've done a lot on the roads. We've done more on the roads in the last 2 years than's been done in as long as I lived here, as I can remember. But this chip seal's not gonna give us the same quality road that a new road does, but it's gonna extend the life of what we've got
Until we
for a, extended period of time. If we hadn't done it, a lot of those roads would be coming apart next year.
I think over time too, one thing, I don't know, Wes, you could probably back me up on this, but right now a chip seal looks like a really rough deal. I think you wait 6 months from now and you'll have a hard time telling the difference between the chip seal and an overlay.
Right.
They smooth out quite nicely, it just takes some time to get it done,
You're correct.
so.
Okay. Now I need to move on to, we need help until we hire somebody. We may need help after we hire somebody, depending on how much they can feel they can do and what they feel they want to handle. Right now, I have a young man that would like to mow our lawns for us. I think that I am going to let him do that. He's 17. He's 17 years old. He can come down after school. He only goes to school half a day, so he can come in and mow these lawns for us. and I think that's a good choice. Board, you tell me what you think. Either that or it's gonna be you guys out there mowing.
Cause it won't leave me.
Well, there's a lot of lawn to mow, and we're getting close to the end of the season.
Right, so we won't need to mow a lot,
Couple more
but,
weeks.
I think it's a good solution.
okay. Everybody okay with that?
I think if it goes well, we could put it on his
Oh.
permanent agenda and take it off of somebody else's.
Right, right,
I think that's a perfect solution, so
you know, yeah,
there's
Yeah,
plenty for
we use a
someone
lot
else
of
to do.
part-time help, we have a golf course and a lot of parks, and we use a lot of part-time.
But he'll work, he's my son, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I know he'll work to get his butt kicked, so I'm just being honest.
and I know he mows lawns good, cause he mowed mine for years. So, anyway, he knows how
Are
to
you
do
gonna
it.
supervise him?
I'll show him how to do it, I'm not worried about it, I'll teach him to do whatever and go from there, but where are you gonna get your fuel? Can I go to in charge? Where
yeah,
the- where
yeah,
the
I've got-
camps out and all that
I
other-
have a fuel card, so when you need it,
Okay, cause he'll use his own truck to drive it, I ain't worried about that. But I'll take him up and show him, and I'll go through the cemetery with him and everything else, and show him how to mow.
And
you've
he
done
can
them
mow
all,
and
so
weed
you
eat.
know
Oh,
how to
yeah, I know,
direct
and
him,
I
so-
know exactly what it takes to mow every one of them, so.
so anyway, if, we'll go ahead and do that, if it works out, that'll be great. If it doesn't, we'll do something else.
That until you get somebody too, she asked me,
Yeah.
I'll take care of the buildings and that, till you get somebody hired.
Yeah,
and do those-
Mark will let people in and out of the buildings and take care of them.
Okay.
So,
Thanks, that's great.
we do have the truck in getting fixed, the new truck in getting fixed. It was supposed to be done in one day, but they called me and told me that they needed some clips or some darn excuse, some clips, and that they would be here in a day or two. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. So other than that, I think everything else is in working order.
Hopefully have them in a day or two. I talked to a cabinet maker the other day that's waiting for hinges, and he knows where they're at. They're sitting in a barge
Off the coast,
in the Pacific Ocean, cause they won't let them in the port.
yeah, yeah.
Been there for more than a month. So it's
There's
crazy.
a lot of stuff on that barge.
Yeah,
I was down in California last week, and there's a line of barges,
waiting to get in.
miles and miles,
That's
waiting to
what
get
I
off of
said,
Long
that
Beach,
there's
waiting to get into port,
all
get
those
unloaded.
big tankers out there, and they won't let them in the port.
So I think we're in pretty good shape until we get somebody hired. I hope we can do that in the next week, but we'll see what happens. And that, I think that's my report. Okay? Anything else? Then I will accept a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion, we adjourn.
I'll second
All in favor?
it. Aye.
You don't
Aye.
wanna look so sad about it.
Oh, less than an hour, guys. We done well today.
Well, we're just saving up for the next one.
Yeah, you're right. We probably are.
That was in the yellow kid. That was in the yellow kid.
Monday at 6.
Monday, well, I'm gonna try to get,
Is that okay with him?
Okay.
yes, I've already,
I think there's a pause on it.
I've tried, RJ, I'm gonna see if he'll come at 5:30.
Just wanted to verify, Monday or Tuesday?
Monday at 6, I'm sorry.
Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah,
That'll work.
okay.
Outstanding.
And I'll see if JR can come at 5:30. So then we'll do JR and then we'll do.
I will be in town all day Monday, so I need to do it earlier. I can do it.
Okay, now let's just keep it where it's at, okay?
Yeah, that's gonna be better for me to keep it a little bit later, if you're okay with that.
Okay,
Outstanding, thank you.
Big guy. Just came out.
They have to apply for subdivision.
let's look on that. see.
We don't usually get everybody that shows up signing up.
Tree fire was there that was owned by the.
Let's go out. Let's go out. Hey, Wes. Thank you.
I was just checking out the roads, I
Kimball's
pulled in
strictly called for a final inspection.
I went out.
He didn't do any of his landscaping.
Why don't I give you my number?
So I'm online to get him a business license, it's not a building code thing, but it's part of his zoning that he needs to have done before he gets his.
That was supposed to
That was
be,
supposed to come in kind of off his other, he was supposed to have like so many feet, it's on his site plan. And maybe he's planning on, he wasn't there when I did the inspection, but he wasn't,
well, it looked pretty good.
but if nobody cares, I don't, but that's what was approved by the planners, that's what's in the
Oh,
ordinance.
I'm asking about it.
Yeah, and I plan to. And I'll
They
take care
could
of
put
it.
some planter boxes out
And
there.
yeah,
or something
that may be what he's
satisfying.
planning, so I don't.
But I mean,
On the county's records is.
I didn't realize how small a space that is.
Yeah.
You know, when we looked at that
I
plan,
think there's some, they're advertising.
Yeah,
And
I agree,
it's
it looked
like-
much larger, right?
but actually, I think this place looks really good.
It does, yeah, and you know.
And putting that asphalt and everything around there, it's cleaned it up.
Yeah, and he's gonna be putting a little fence around it, cause he's gonna have that for his automobile. He's
Well, it
gonna,
looks like what his business is over
he's been doing antique cars, sales of antique cars, which is great.
So is he selling them there?
That's what he's going to be, he's trying to get a auto
I was
dealer's license
wondering
from the
if
state to sell
what's
it.
the people listing it or,
He didn't have enough
two
room.
steps ahead, trying to say.
Well, he's only gonna do a few cars.
I don't know where he gets them. Does he buy them? He had the door up on the garage window, and he's got a lift in there.
Yeah.
I figured that's what's going on.
I think it's
My
great.
only complaint
It's an allowed use in the zone, I told him, it's.
My only complaint that I can
We know that they didn't even grant.
say about it is the things he parks out there. Like he parks that boat out there, that's almost in
All
the
those
street.
personal.
You know,
Hopefully he'll get those back.
Well, he's parking around over on the other side of the road now.
Oh,
Well, I guess that's okay as long as the owners are okay with it, but.
and I did talk to the owners, they called me today to give me an update, it sounds like they're getting close to getting Tracy Richardson happy. It's basically ignored him for a while.
So is that, what's that jump club thing, a done deal in there, do you know?
I don't know, I asked him, he said they've got 2 tenants lined up, but he couldn't tell me if they were pretty typical. Like I got off of my regular job, people don't wanna know, people know until they're ready, eventually they'll have to tell us.
So,
But
he's,
he said he's got 2 more carpets lined up. The carpet guy owns his own.
oh, does he?
And then
But
the
there's
Blue Chew
nothing in it.
people, the CDB people.
They're on the other
They're on
end.
the other end, they have 2, so there's like 4 in, or 3 in the middle, I think there's 7 total, there's 3 in the middle.
So,
But he said he's got 2 tenants lined up for there, and they'll be bringing in tenant finish permits and the whole
well,
works.
it's taking a long time.
Get your
The
shit.
CBD guy, I mean, he's, I don't know, is he gonna have problems with the septic system like
I
June
don't
Pies and
think
some
so,
of those, with
because
what
they
they're
don't
doing?
put much down the sewer. From what, I talked to those, and they said, basically, they don't have anything that goes in the sewer other than their bathrooms.
Their cheese stuff on the side.
So do you have any idea what's going on over here with Ken's now?
You wanna put this in? I pull it back this way.
Last I talked to Ken, they were putting in some kind of holding tank,
And pumping it.
and they were gonna put all the peels and all that kind of stuff, they were putting down the septic system in this holding tank, and then somebody was gonna come and take it and use it for fertilizer. That, apparently that's what was the problem with why the septic system.
Yeah, I talked to Ken
I
about
guess
that.
Tracy's been working with him.
Yeah, I talked to Ken, he said they were working it out, I guess he got hurt.
Who?
Ken did. He fell out of a tree, broke his back, up there in my.
Really?
So, yeah.
Well, last I talked to him, he'd leased almost
I
as much
can't
more
complain.
ground as he
Doesn't do any
bought.
good when I do
and bought
anyway, so.
Yeah.
How about
Twice as
yourself?
many
Did you get your car
cows.
fixed?
That's what he said, and he said he was.
Did you get your car
He
fixed?
said, he was saying that now with
No.
the price of cattle, he was freaking, you know, he was wondering if he made the right decision, but, I guess.
How long
when
the
Mark,
tree?
Okay.
The lower front control arm.
Mm-hmm.
he used to live in our ward here, he's married to Jerry Davis' daughter, Mark,
Uh-huh.
You know, I thought pushing with that. Well,
you know, who I'm talking
sorry, I got the arm.
Mark, Luke.
and I guess he's lives up there.
Started taking the balls going
His
out.
new wife, they live up there, and
All the balls.
Ken
I
actually.
thought he lived right here where you turn
Oh.
into the
That was
gravel
a
pit.
problem.
I don't know, that's what I.
Okay.
He's, I don't know if he's up, maybe he's got two houses, I don't know.